Like I know it's possible. Like I've done the math, so I know it's possible. You know what I mean? but in my head it still seems impossible. Like, for me to own a 992 GT3 or a Huracan or something like that seems insane. But like, I've done the math. You know what I mean? So like, it is literally objectively possible. But just in my head, like, there are still those limitations. But I remember how even, well, this shit probably wasn't even that long ago. I think I stopped doing like food delivery like a year ago. So it was probably a year ago, a year and a half ago. I was just doing fucking Uber Eats or whatever, and I saw this, I don't know if it was Python Green. I think it was for sale recently at the dealership right behind me. It was maybe it's Python Green, or I don't know. I think Python's harder to find. Whatever the green is that you use, like more normal. But it was for sale recently, like for $220, which is like nationwide a pretty good deal. I think it was high mileage, but manual Python Green or whatever it is, GT3. And I saw that leaving like the mall, and I was like, holy fuck! Like, that is like the most fucking gorgeous, insane ass car I've ever seen in my fucking life. And it like still doesn't even make sense to me in my head that like it's a serious possibility that in 6 months or whatever I could have something like that, which is just insane. Even like with a car like this, it's like it becomes like so normal because like everything you do, like I said, when you're breaking down a goal like that, it's like there's not some fucking magic moment where it's like just all of a sudden you fucking figured something out and now you have $25,000. Like, it's like that $60 a day. So everything moves so slow that everything just kind of feels normal. But like, even a year ago, if you would have told me I had a GT4 and I can afford the payments without stressing too much, it's like I probably wouldn't have believed you. But yeah, that's about it for my rant. Ooh, E36 M3. That's sick. Super clean. It's still like even kind of baffling to me that like I'm in the same league as like some of these dudes. I remember I was in my 911. Hopefully I keep lose track of like what stories I told. But I was on the 911 while I was like lowered on TE37s, and I saw this 570 in traffic, and I was like, damn, that shit's sick. And like, I think of them as like so much higher than me, just in like the, obviously we're all fucking people, but like in the car realm, like holy shit, like that's like a fucking supercar pretty much. It's not, you know what I mean, right? So it's like I saw that shit, I was like, damn, that's fucking crazy. And then I'm like rolling up next to him in traffic. And obviously I'm not gonna be fucking annoying and saying some shit. Scottsdale certified pre-owned is like $150 minimum. So you're paying like $25K more for the same car. You're basically just, I guess at that point, paying for the warranty, and then I think you have to actually pay for the warranty. So that's like another $6K or whatever. And then it's like, your shit can still break. You know what I mean? Like, they'll pay for it, but you still are out of a car for however long while they're fixing it. And you gotta deal with that headache. It's like, is it worth it for butterfly doors? Probably not. Probably fucking not. But it is funny that that's like an actual question in my head. Like, it could be worth it. It's pretty fucking sick. Especially on the 720, like the 570 ones are cool because they're like